Hey, it's Drewz Viewz here, back with another CarTuesday edition, Cartoons on Tuesday. Still doing Steven Universe, Season 1, and I'm up to the double shot of episodes, that's 9 and 10. So last time when I watched, Steven had a new bubble buddy, a new friend. I think her name was Connie. And then he was also serious Steven, so continuing to go on missions, try to be more serious even though he still goofs around a lot, and how the gems react to him and help him out. So assume it'll be more of the same this time, but let's find on out. Tiger Millionaire. So we've been off the food stuff for a bit. Some grape jelly.
He certainly won't like it when it hardens. What? So childish! Yeah, don't forget. Reckless, vulgar, loudmouth. Right, Garnet? Guys?
Poor Steven. Amethyst is up to something. I think that's the guy from the carnival or the amusement park. So Amethyst is a wrestling heavy. Oh, here's the fry man.
What are you doing here? You don't know what it's like having Pearl and Garnet on your back all the time. Are you kidding me? Oh, Steven, I told you before not to take peanut butter on missions. Well, I haven't won the tag team belt yet.
I'm gonna start
Can't tell Pearl
the
and
duo,
Deal.
tag team. Like a luchador mask type of thing. Ugh.
Tiger Millionaire!
That's where the name comes in.
From Jungle Island. Once the single child of the wealthy tiger family, he clawed out his own destiny, making money in the coconut mine.
Some mix between the $6 Million Man and some tiger wrestler.
What's your backstory? Pumas are cool.
That little guy's gonna get creamed.
From here, he kind of looks like Steven. Do I still get to wear the costume? I don't care. Okay, look out!
Cone-headed.
Like this tiger's gotta turn cheetah. Hey, jump truck! I'll give you $1 million jungle bucks to throw the match. Wow. Way to go, tiger.
And the villains are more popular sometimes. That's some prospector wrestler.
Tiger Millionaire has bought out our soda stand. Maybe he'll share with his thirsty fans.
Nope.
Oh, now there's no sodas for anybody.
Classic. Tiger, hey,
Of course, Donut Guy loves the villain, the bad guy.
you couldn't afford it!
Never thought I'd live to see the day when a contender turned on his own fans.
I thought we were just having fun. Amethyst, am I the cruelest creature on the planet? Oh, Steven.
Give it up for dashing Dave Duber and handsome Hank Schmidt. Only one thing would make these men look better, folks. It's the tag team belt.
Steven might throw the match.
Really hating on Tiger M.
He's awful because he hurt me specifically.
I thought we could use some promotion.
Looks like we have some new opponents.
No, you don't. This match is canceled. What?
How they're gonna be the villains.
Why? I can't believe you've been sneaking off to this circus of violence. And you, using your gem powers on humans. It's not enough that you're on my case all the time. You have to ruin this for me, too? We're not here to fight. Guys, stop! To tell you Purple Puma's backstory. He was the wildest cat in the jungle. So wild, the other cats couldn't take it. So he, went to look for somewhere he fit in. That's why we're all here. To be wild and free. And body slam each other. Can't we just wrestle?
No. Because we are the notorious order of wrestling haters.
Tiger, Puma, Tiger.
Tiger is not a jerk.
We'll stop you!
What a stunning turnaround! Oh, they're actually helping Tiger up. He's climbing and
Sorry for, sorry.
Same here.
Tiger Millionaire has claimed the tag team belt. Tiger and Puma have won the championship and saved wrestling.
Lars, I'm really confused.
I love you, Tiger Millionaire.
Well, Lars and his girl there, Donut Girl, aren't the brightest. I mean, I really do think the townspeople should be able to tell that it's Steven and the Gems, but you know, it is one of those TV things when they have like wrestling stuff. Like obviously wrestling is fake in real life. It wasn't really fake till the end of that episode when Garnet and Pearl showed up, but they're actually really beating up on each other or whatever. But yeah, it was good. I'm gonna hit up episode 10 here, but up the episode so far, I've been kind of building up between Amethyst and Pearl getting on each other's cases. And then Garnet came in on Pearl's side in this one, obviously. So that's why I guess Amethyst needed that outlet. And then, of course, they get on Steven's case too, so he joined in. It's interesting how, I mean, it makes sense that Amethyst would be the bad guy in wrestling, like the heavy or whatever you call it. What do they call it? I'm not a huge wrestling fan. The heel. But yeah, that role doesn't really suit Steven that well, and obviously it was taking it to heart by the end. But yeah, pretty good. A couple of jokes in there were honestly like a Simpsons joke or something, like when Lars is holding up that sign and he's saying because he was mean to me personally or whatever it was. But yeah, some funny stuff in that one. Nothing too serious other than kind of the culmination of how they feel about each other and getting on each other's cases. Let's see if that continues in episode 10 here, which is called Steven's Lion, apparently.
So thirsty.
In the desert?
Water?
It'll be safer if you stand up and walk.
More goofing around as usual.
Is this the thing? The place?
That was a bit unnecessary. Excuse me?
Looks like they're still getting on each other's cases.
Let's go!
There's nothing out here that can harm you. See you soon.
I feel like
Okay.
a lion might show up. Wonder what gives me that impression.
It's so desert. Good thing Miss Colin was here. No, no, no!
It's an interesting looking lion. Is that the one making these columns and such?
Aw, you just wanted attention, didn't you?
Don't think this would work in real life. Would not advise it.
It's so soft. And his best friend Lion. Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl are coming. Quick, put my hand in your mouth.
Steven! What is that? What are you doing?
This is already too hard for the both of us.
Amethyst, that pill needs to be contained. Yeah. I knew what to do with it.
Sure, the lion won't follow him. Sweet fort.
Sound.
All I hear is your mouth.
I thought gems don't need sleep.
We don't. Feels good, though.
Interesting. I think that's the first time we've heard that tidbit.
Lion! Oh my gosh! This is such a surprise! You came all this way to see Lil Ol' me? Whoa! You're fresh. You can't go
Doing
anywhere.
catchphrase from Gravity Falls.
But what else?
Gideon.
We're together again. Catch me! I'm falling!
This is what best friends do, Steven.
Catch me, I'll die! Eee! Here it comes! What?
Pretty good arm on Steven.
That throw was so good! Catch it in your mouth. See?
That's a cat, not a dog.
Aw. Wait here. We're gonna blow some minds. Hey, guys!
What are you having, Steven?
Some
Large
new
pizza,
characters.
please. Extra fishy.
Lots of weird stuff happens in Beach City. You'd know if you read my blog, Keep Beach City Weird. I also have buttons!
Just go outside and see
Still
for
feel like
yourself.
the city of Austin's gonna sue him over this.
Amazing!
There's nothing out here, Ronaldo. Steven was lying. Sorry for using the same pun twice.
Bet you're not even pregnant.
You blew it, Steven.
Huh? You left me at the pizza place. I looked like a fool. I had to eat a whole pizza by myself. Because I thought we were best friends. Did all of that mean nothing to you?
Nope.
Fine. I don't care.
Don't move! We're coming!
Okay.
Pretty good groove right here.
There it is. The pillow.
The line saved him? Yeah.
You came here to protect us from it.
Had it talk?
There. It's putting up defenses. No, lion. So I guess this is goodbye. We had some good times.
No, I'm hanging out here for a
Sure,
while.
You have other magical stuff to smash with other magical boys. I love you, Steven. I want to stay with you forever. Really? Guys, you hear that?
Are we really going to let him keep that?
We kept Amethyst.
Oh! Kept Amethyst! Oh, Carmen!
Carl likes that one.
That's priceless!
Yay, lion!
Huh. So I guess, does that mean that that's just his pet now? Or it really is gonna stay? I guess it would be pretty useful. Seems to be magic, obviously. And he can ride it around and flies, I guess. So I'm noticing so far with watching these the two at a time ones, it seems like the first episode is usually, so far at least, is like more character based, and the second one deals more with like a magical device or whatever that they're finding or rescuing or doing something with. At least that's how the last couple have gone. So it seems to be it. And the character stuff in the first one was all related to how the gems relate to each other and Steven as well. Which still carried over a little bit to the second one, obviously, even with the joke at the end that Garnet and Pearl were doing on Amethyst. But yeah, so it seems like they'll just butt heads like that because of their personalities. And I guess I don't think we knew that they don't sleep before. I guess that makes sense. They're not really human. Steven obviously half human, so has to sleep. Although Amethyst did say she enjoyed it still or whatever, so I don't really know what that means exactly, but yeah, and they threw in the trope a little bit in that last episode with where he goes to the pizza shop, where you have something that no one else can see or they don't believe you, and they didn't really go too much into it, like make the whole episode about it or whatever, but they just threw it in that scene or two. So, and I don't always like that. I mean, like, it was fine in this, just a quick joke or whatever for the most part, but usually I don't like that whole thing where they all don't believe the one person or the other, so. But yeah, so like I kind of just mentioned right when it ended, but it is interesting that if that is a new character, I guess you call it a character, the lion, if it is just going to be with him now on his adventures, would be helpful. I don't know what its name is. I didn't seem to give it a name there. It seemed like it kind of talked when it was in action there, or said like one word or something. But then Steven's obviously moving its mouth later on. So yeah, we didn't see any of we got some new characters in this double episode, some returning. Didn't see his bubble friend, but I'm sure she'll be back. And yeah, that is Steven Universe, Tiger Millionaire, and Tigers and Lies. The next one gonna be about bears, is Tiger Millionaire, and Steven's Lion. Maybe bear something next time. We'll see. Maybe food something. That's always a good bet. Who knows? But I'll be back for that. It's Drewz Reviews, CarTuesday, and I'm up out of here. Peace.
He's awful because he hurt me specifically.